Rangers may be approaching a pivotal moment behind the scenes, with uncertainty growing around the future of one of their most highly regarded talents. Contract talks have reached a delicate stage, interest from elsewhere is beginning to gather pace, and the possibility of a departure on terms far from ideal for the club is now firmly on the table. With major decisions looming and the club already navigating a period of transition, how the situation is handled could have significant implications, not just for the player involved, but for Rangers' wider strategy moving forward. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Andy Halliday believes Rangers still lack the required quality to win the league. It comes after Danny Roll's men were beaten 2-1 by William Hill Premiership leaders Heart of Midlothian on Sunday. Stuart Findlay and Lawrence Shankland both scored in the first half, as Youssef Chermita got one back for the visitors at the death. Halliday, who has turned out for both Rangers and Hearts, cast his verdict on the situation live on Clyde One Super Scoreboard last night. "I never thought Rangers had any chance of winning the league," he said. "To get themselves in the conversation of a title race, it was a massive weekend for them and a massive game for them against Hearts. But I think if you've watched Rangers this season, and I've watched every single game, I don't think they have enough quality in the squad to go and win the league. We're now sitting in December, we've got a decent enough sample size of 18 games, I've watched a lot of games, I still think for me, Hearts are the best out of the teams we've watched. It's the weekend done nothing to change my mind." Rangers now have back-to-back home games against Motherwell and St Mirren in the league before travelling to face Celtic at Parkhead in the new year. Now, Rangers are facing a crucial decision over the future of Bailey Rice, with growing concern that the club could allow a highly rated young talent to slip through their fingers for little or no return. The 19-year-old midfielder is approaching the final year of his contract at Rangers, and with negotiations understood to have stalled, the risk of losing him on a free transfer next summer is becoming increasingly real. Interest from England is already building, with Aston Villa and Sunderland among those monitoring his situation, alongside several Championship clubs keen to capitalise on any uncertainty at Ibrox. Former Aberdeen, Aston Villa, and Everton chief executive Keith Wines believes Rangers must act decisively if they are to protect both their sporting and financial interests. Wines, who now works as a football consultant advising elite clubs, is adamant that Rice possesses the ability to succeed at the highest level in Scotland, and that the club would be making a serious misstep by failing to secure his future. "Look, he's a homegrown Scottish Glasgow boy," Windsor said. "I think he came through the Motherwell Academy. He is a serious talent. I think he was the youngest ever Rangers player when he came on as a substitute one day. A lot is being spoken about him in terms of talent." Wines suggested that if Rice does move south, it should be as part of a carefully managed plan that reflects his potential value rather than a rushed exit driven by contract uncertainty. "I think he would be the one that has got to move now to try and break into a proper sort of academy situation down in England," he continued. "Then, get his chances in the first team. Everybody's told me he's got the talent. It's whether he's got the attitude and will he really stick in and get it done." Crucially, Wines warned that Rangers risk underselling one of their most promising assets. "I do think that Rangers may be losing him on the cheap, which would be bad because that would be a mistake to lose such a young talent for peanuts, really compared to what he could be worth," he said. Pointing to recent examples of Scottish players developing later than expected, Wince added, "We've seen the impact that Ben Gannon-Doak has made on the Scotland team, and yet he never got a chance in the Premier League really. He's only just coming to get some minutes now. Exciting young Scottish players can still make it, and I think that this boy is one of those players." He concluded with a pointed assessment of Rangers' handling of the situation. "I hope he gets a move. But I think Rangers should have been a bit smarter in the way that they negotiated this deal and protected the talent they've got. Rice's situation comes at a delicate time for Rangers off the pitch. The club is currently in a period of transition following senior departures, with a search ongoing for a new chief executive and sporting director. In the meantime, head coach Danny Röhl is expected to have a significant influence over January transfer planning, as Rangers look to begin reshaping the squad. How the club handles Bailey Rice's future may prove an early indicator of whether lessons have been learned during this reset, or whether another valuable asset will be allowed to leave without Rangers receiving fair value in return. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. In other news, Ali McCoist has given his thoughts on Rangers' avoidable 2-1 defeat to Hearts, a result which leaves his former side 12 points behind the league leaders. Goals from Stuart Findlay and Lawrence Shankland ensured that the home side won their 4th game against Glasgow sides this season, despite a late consolation goal from Youssef Chermiti at Tynecastle. On TalkSport the following morning, former striker and manager McCoist was asked for his take on proceedings in Edinburgh. Despite a good start from Danny Röhl's side, the Rangers legend insisted that the visitors were largely the architects of their own downfall. "I didn't think Hearts were brilliant yesterday," he said regarding Derek McInnes's side. Rangers started the game reasonably well, and then 2 goals completely changed it. 2 avoidable goals. The first goal, dear me, 1 man out for a short corner. What's going on? 1 man out for a short corner, ball comes in, they get in the back, header, and then the goalie has a brainstorm for the second goal. Though Rangers have a game in hand over Hearts, the gap between themselves and the current leaders has been extended. Additionally, thanks to Celtic's 3-1 defeat of Aberdeen, Röhl's side are also 6 points behind their Glasgow rivals, with the pair set to meet on January 3rd at Celtic Park. Before this clash, however, is a home game on December 27th against inform Motherwell at Ibrox, as well as the visit of Premier Sports Cup winners St Mirren on December 30th at the same venue. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.